Good morning, everyone. It is October the 13th, 2025. It's Thanksgiving Day here in Canada. Everyone, happy Thanksgiving. I hope you're enjoying your Thanksgiving. And today's video, the one I'm going to put up, is when I was going through my past videos, I pulled up one that I think is very good for people to see. It's based on a little bit of just what depths that these people will go to do car thefts from my previous video. And I think it also explains what I keep talking about on people being aware of their surroundings, which I always talk about at the end of my video when I end it, for people to be aware of the surroundings. However, sometimes it's very difficult to be aware of your surroundings, but this is a really good example of, even if you are aware of your surroundings, it can happen in your own home. And you'll see in the video that I put up how the car thieves just waited till the automatic garage door went up, and it was just coming down, and they slid underneath the door before the garage door, that is, before the door came down completely into the garage. They slipped in there, and then they threatened the people. And luckily for them, the people were very fortunate. They were able to call 911. They were not injured, although threatened, and to result in a police chase. And you can see the helicopter footage as well in the police chase till they caught up with these individuals who tried to steal a car from the garage, which they did get so far with it, but they didn't get the vehicle stolen completely and or off, and they got their vehicle back. So they were very, very lucky on that's what happens. But it's just showing just how much the length that the crimes will go to. And the crimes haven't gone down a lot. I'm seeing a lot, as I said, different crimes are going down. They're working on it. This is a lucky one with the car thefts that they're working on. They're certainly working on the drugs. I've seen that. So it's going to be a steady towards progress on getting things done. But the police are doing their jobs. I'm seeing that. I can't knock them for not. But it's a long process with them. As you can see, sometimes it takes months for them to investigate these different crime rings as well. So that's why it's not just something that happens overnight. So we have to be patient in that way too. But we also have to be vigilant of our surroundings, what's around us. And fortunately, like I said, those people were very, very lucky because they just parked in the garage when he slipped underneath the garage door as it was coming down, and then threatened them for the house keys, and they tried to get in the house, and they failed to do so, thankfully. So it's really, everyone today has to be aware of what's going on around them. And be aware of what's going around with your neighbors too. If you see something that's wrong with your neighbors in your neighborhood, please don't hesitate to call 911 if something looks like it's coming down. That I can advise you, because it could have been serious. These people could have been injured. So I think that's one of the things that I wanted to just express, how we can actually help our neighbors to help one another at the same time, which is a good thing to do, to be on the lookout, not only for ourselves, but for other people around us too. And but it can happen to anybody. This crime, it's something we're seeing more violent crimes. It's certainly being seen all around the world, whether it's from Australia to the United Kingdom to France to Germany. Everywhere we're experiencing this across the world. It's definitely, crime is big business, and people don't want to go out and have an honest day's work. They just as soon go out and steal. It's much easier. Oh, the insurance company will pay for it, but then in the long run, guess who has to pay the insurance for their vehicles, for their homes? And we pay in the long run. So it really pays us to be vigilant of what's going on around us as well. And I mean, even myself, just a couple of weeks ago, I was out with Heidi, my service dog. We were out for an evening walk with her brother as well. So we had to get the dogs together, and they have their little play group that they have, the two of them, that they love to play with each other. So they had their play. We were just walking back home down the street, and all of a sudden we saw the lights flashing up near where I live. And sure enough, there was another stabbing right at my corner Fortunately, when I came up, the person was being loaded in the ambulance. They didn't lose their life, but I know that in the last couple of weeks, one of the crime statistics that came out here in Ottawa was that there was up to 14 homicides, I should say, and out of those 14 homicides, 7 were shot with gunfire, shot to death, and the other 7 were stabbings. So, and it's interesting that it's equal. I think we're down a little bit on the homicides as well at the moment in the city, but we still have to get to the end of the year to see where we stand for last year as well. But I've seen a lot of things being stepped up, so there's a lot of good news. But the more vigilant we are, that's what I want to really put in on this today, on what I'm talking about today, is please be vigilant. You know, you might not have something, you might have something, and you might save somebody's life too by just calling 911 if you think something's really coming down, even if it doesn't turn out to be what you thought it was. Sometimes there's an old saying, it's better to be safe than sorry. And today, I think that applies very much today. It's not because most people want to call in a false alarm, like a fire or something, but it's very important that we look after each other today. And I think that's a good thing to be saying for Thanksgiving, that we can be thankful for what we have in our lives, and not be always wanting for something more, because today we should be thankful for what we have, because it just doesn't get handed to us anymore. And these people who think that they can get away with the crime think, oh great, I'm going to get away with it, but sooner or later the axe comes down and they get caught. And so I don't want to say too much. I'm getting long here on the video again. But please, everyone, look out for each other. Look out for your neighbor. Look out for that senior who's living alone down the street. That handicapped person, if they're being bullied on the street, please stop and intervene. Do something, because we can all help each other and make this place a much better world. So I'm going to leave it there, everyone, today. Take care. Happy Thanksgiving. Watch your surroundings and be safe. And we'll talk again soon. And bye-bye.